my nephew had just gotten the book Iggy Peck Architect. I don't know if you've read Iggy Peck Architect. Friend of Rosie Revere, Engineer. These are great books. Look them up. But Iggy's name is Ignatius, and it was when I was reading that book with him that I realized how many words rhyme with Ignatius. The next day, I took a flight to see my wife and her family out in Colorado. The first draft of the story kind of fell out onto these little, the little Southwest in-flight drink napkins. While I was teaching, I started the book that we have, Audacious Ignatius, and but I didn't really work on it with my sister with the illustrations until my son was born, and I was really thinking about what kind of resources in the faith that I wanted to share with him, and I went over to my sister's house. I was like, "Do you want to start drawing some pictures?" And there it started. When you spend a lot of time with young people, you inevitably think a lot about what you hope for them. And what I hope for my sons is good company within the church, good company on the journey seeking God. Parenthood for me is also an exercise in attentiveness. I'll pray the examen at the end of the day to collect what has been during the day. My son, he doesn't go for normal bedtime songs. He'll want you to make up a song, and recently he's been asking for, hey, let's sing about the first part of the day. And you'll sing that, and he's like, all right, sing about the second part of the day. And it's like collecting the day, it's an exercise in attentiveness and, looking back, sort of like a rudimentary examen. I mean, I don't want to overstate it. He's like 2.5, right? But I guess it's the first steps. When I read to my sons, I like books that are for them and also for me. I wanted the book to function on 2 levels like that. Clearly, it tells a basic story of Ignatius, but I also wanted to write it in such a way that if you have been touched by Ignatian spirituality and it's really become part of your spiritual fiber, different pages will, oh yeah. As a layman, I love that the story begins with Ignatius as a layman doing his interior work and saying, all right, what does this mean? I'm going to go create and teach and engage and build a team. And sure, he went on for studies to become a priest, but it started with him as a layman and not hesitating, not waiting to be chosen by an institution. His audacity started early. That's really important for me, and I think important for the health of our church, particularly lay engagement. I think the teachings of Ignatius are relevant today. One that comes particularly to mind in my life now as a father is the remembering the little turn of phrase of the Creator deals directly with the creature. In the strain or the fatigue of the constant tasks of parenthood, I can lose sight of this, and particularly to embed that understanding in almost like the sacramentality of child rearing. When I focus on that, I, at the end of the day, kind of am able to collect how I'm being refashioned by the enterprise of parenthood